My name is Jack Schron, Jr. I wish to welcome you on behalf of Jergens Incorporated and Tooling University here to our Technology Distribution Center. Now, for those of you who would like to know what that is, I'll go through that in a little bit of background, but it also gives me great pleasure to welcome some of our special guests here. There are the speakers, Peter Lawson Jones, our County Commissioner, Dr. Denise Redding, the President of Tri-C Corporate College, our newest and I hope long-term member of our Northeastern Ohio community, Dr. Eugene Sanders, our CEO of Cleveland Public Schools. Quentin McCorvey, the Chairman of the Cuyahoga County Workforce Board, and our special guest from Washington, D.C., Gay Gilbert from the Department of Labor. I don't want to go without recognizing some other people that are here in the audience that will not be speaking. And without his direction and his leadership, Dennis Roberts, who has really been a real driver on this whole project. Dennis Roberts from Workforce County. Others in the audience are Fatima Weathers, president of the camp and the magnet projects for where we're going in this whole driving dynamic area of Northeastern Ohio. Fatima. And I hope I didn't miss anybody else, but the other partner that will be up here at the end will be John Colm, president of WireNet. But because I have the lectern and the podium, I also get to announce one other special person, and that's my father, Jack Schron Sr., who started this company 65 years ago with my grandfather. For those of you not familiar with what a technology distribution center is, you're in the middle of one. For those of you who came here expecting to see a factory, those are gone. A technology distribution center is what you're looking at right here. We have coordinate measuring machines that will measure, for those of you who have hair, half the diameter of your hair tolerances. We have computerized machine tools that are linked throughout the internet. You have a vending machine over here, not measuring the chocolate bars that came out of the vending machine, but it measures the tools and the cutting tools and all the processes that go on in this technology center. It will send a message directly through the internet when you take a cutting tool out. You also have barcoding, and soon you'll find radio frequency identification devices here in this technology center. The media sometimes portrays manufacturing as a dead industry, and forget it. I don't think anybody standing in this room feels that this is a dead industry. It's exciting, it's dynamic. We maybe have hidden our light under a barrel or under that bushel basket, but we're done. We're telling people about the pride of where we're going and what's happening out there in manufacturing. Today, with the Department of Labor's announcement, we're talking about exciting futures. They're going to be announcing another exciting future today. The announcements last week and the week before of MAGNET with the Dream It, Do It. You're going to see that running throughout the entire Northeast Ohio region. Every single area, every single place that we touch. Also, you're going to see the excitement of what's going on at Cleveland Public Schools, at Max Hayes with the Max Hayes Academy. Dynamic, supportive, growing. And if you haven't seen what's going on at Max Hayes, you'll see another technology distribution center over there for our students. Newest, state-of-the-art, and it's exciting. One of the problems in manufacturing we face is that we are victims of some of our own successes. We have improved our processes, improved dynamically what we're doing. As an example of that, we chose not to turn off the sound of the machines because that's the Cleveland Orchestra of manufacturing playing for you. We didn't turn off any of the misters because they're collecting it because it's not a dirty, smelly environment. And by the way, it's also air conditioned all for the entire production technology facility. When we moved in here, and this is a brownfield from the railroad, this was the first brownfield to be reclaimed in the entire state of Ohio. The New York Central Railroad left kind of a bad site here, and now you can see the excitement. We came here with the intent of making a product, and one of the products was going to take us, it took us about 2 minutes to manufacture in its prototype. The next stage of that production took us 45 seconds. So it went from 2 minutes to 45 seconds. I'm standing in front of a machine that we brought in last year to make this technology happen. It takes us 11 seconds to manufacture the entire product, higher quality, faster productivity, but as we all know, sometimes that comes with its own curse because it's less people, but those jobs, no matter what happens, can't be producing those parts any faster here or in China or in any place else. That's the technology. You can see it on the screen. That's 12 simultaneous computerized machines all operating at the same time. Those pins now end up in every rock and roll concert you've been to, because the pins we're making off that hold all the speakers for literally every single rock and roll concert you're going to. It's also the safety device that goes in the bottom of the Hummers for our troops when they're in harm's way. This is exciting stuff. This is what technology is about. The sky is the limit. Where manufacturing can dream it, we can do it. Today's announcement is one more step on that journey. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our county commissioner, somebody who's carrying on that vision, Peter Lawson-Jones.
Good morning. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. So I'm putting down these glasses. And when you're at Jergens, you do what the wonderful employees of Jergens Incorporated do. And can't you tell they're doing some great things right here in the Collinwood area in the city of Cleveland? A hand for them. It is indeed a pleasure and privilege to be here in the house that Jack Schron Jr. Sr. built, and the Jack Schron Jr. is continuing. And before going any further, I want to acknowledge some other people who play critical roles in our community when it comes to economic development and workforce development and all the great things that are happening in Northeast Ohio. The councilman from this ward, who served for many a year with great distinction, Mike Polinsik. Mike. We also have from the city of Cleveland, the director of their Workforce Development Department, Allison Mott. Allison. And from our own Department of Development, the former mayor, law director, and planning director of the city of Euclid, Ohio, which often works in partnership with the city of Cleveland, Paul Oyaski, our Cuyahoga County Director of our Department of Development. Now, I made this comment a couple of weeks ago, but I think it's particularly apropos today. And that is that when it comes to manufacturing, the premature reports of its demise in Northeast Ohio have been greatly exaggerated. When you look at what's happening here at Jergens and so many other places throughout our community, you know that manufacturing is alive and well and playing a vital role in the future prospects and prosperity of our community. Some facts and figures. Northeast Ohio, there are 11,000 manufacturing companies employing 330,000 employees. In Cuyahoga County, 3,600 manufacturing corporations, and they are employing 98,000 workers. So you know that this continues to play, this sector of our economy continues to play a vital role. And you know, there's a lot of conversation about how we're moving forward in biotech and in biomed and in polymers and in nanotechnology. Well, at the end of the day, all of the advancements there ultimately have to find their way into some kind of tangible object that has to be manufactured to advance the interest of those emerging industrial sectors. So, and it's going to be therefore manufacturing and advanced manufacturing that is going to take the products that are developed by those who are doing the research and the product development in these various areas and eventually bring them to market and enable us to produce the kinds of implements and devices necessary to further and to advance biotech and biomed and nanotechnology and advanced energy on down the line. So as important a role as manufacturing has played in Cleveland's past and in its present is particularly